Good morning, dear students. Beta, I am Jagdish, your English teacher from our Vidya Bharati Public School. Beta, let us read chapter number 9, The Sermon at Banaras by Betty Renshaw. So, beta, let us read. Thank you, beta. Welcome, all of you. Beta, today we shall begin lesson number 9, The Sermon at Banaras by Betty Renshaw. She is a woman author. और sermon का मतलब होता है प्रवचन, उपदेश. महात्मा बुद्ध ने जो उपदेश दिया था, द फर्स्ट sermon by गौतम बुद्धा, वो जो दिया था उस sermon के बारे में लेसन है. लेकिन एक्चुअली दिस लेसन हैज टू पार्ट्स. द फर्स्ट पार्ट इज द ब्रीफ बायोग्राफी ऑफ लॉर्ड बुद्धा. And the second part is the sermon which he has given. Okay, so these are the two parts. So let us begin the first part. In the first part, Betty Renshaw, the woman author, she talks about how he was born. He was born to Shuddhodhan, a king in Bihar, Kapilvastu. Then his father, he asked the advice of astrologers, what will he become? The astrologers, all of them, 8 of them were there. 7 said he will become either a great king or a great saint. Then the 8th, who was the youngest but the wisest astrologer मतलब ज्योतिषी. ज्योतिषियों से उसके पापा ने, गौतम के पापा ने राय मांगी, भाई व्हाट विल ही बिकम. तो 8 जो थे वो तो बोले ये तो राजा बनेगा और या बहुत बड़ा संत बनेगा. 7 बोले. जो 8वां जो था, द 8th one, he said he will become a great saint. Then the king, his father, Gautam Siddharth, his name was Gautam Siddharth. Gautam Siddharth's father was worried, and he, because because they were giving 2 alternatives, then he asked the astrologers, what should I do? They told him, they advised Gautam Siddharth's father, provide him with all the facilities, all comforts, and let him be surrounded with green trees, beautiful flowers, beautiful people, beautiful friends. So he will not leave the world. Then till he attained the age of maturity, he was kept in beautiful gardens, beautiful palaces, and beautiful young friends, girls and boys. He did not have any worry. He did not see any ill man, any worried man, anyone who is old and who is sick. He had not seen. Then one day, when he became mature, he was allowed to move freely around the town. Then he asked his charioteer का मतलब रथ, charioteer मतलब सारथी. He said, Gautam Siddhartha asked him, take me to the youth festival. Somewhere in the town, in the city, in the capital, youth festival was being celebrated. Then when he was going in the chariot, he saw a sick man. He was coughing. His chest was paining, and he had become very thin, emaciated. Then he asked his charioteer, what is this? What happened to him? Because he had not seen such man. He had only seen the healthy people. Then the charioteer told him, "Sir, he is a sick man." Then Siddhartha asked, "Can I also become sick?" Then the charioteer said, "Yes, sir, you also can become sick." Then he started thinking. He sat in the chariot and started thinking. He became worried. Then he saw an old man. He was walking and he was drooping. He was walking like this, drooping. He had a stick in his hand. Then he said, "What is this?" Because he had not seen such people. He thought that this was some other creature. Then the charioteer said, "Sir, he is an old man. Shall I also become?" Siddhartha asked. Charioteer said, "Yes, sir. I am not allowed to tell the truth, but I cannot hide from you the truth. This is the truth. We all shall become old." Then Siddhartha became more worried. In the second last stage, he came across a corpse. People were taking a corpse to cremate it. एक लाश शव को मुखाग्नि देने के लिए लोग लेकर के जा रहे थे. And then he asked, "What is this? What are those people carrying on their shoulders? What is this?" Then he said, "Sir, we have seen a sick man. We also have seen an old man. This is the last stage of them. If the sick man is not treated, he will die. And if that old man, he has to die. You try anyhow. Whatsoever medication you give, everyone is going to die." Then he became totally depressed, Siddhartha, because he had not seen anybody, any gloom in life. For the first time, he had faced the truth. And had he seen those people from his childhood, from by birth, had he seen, he would not have been worried. Are we worried? We always see people down. We always see sick people. We also become sick. We always see old people. So that thing that he was prevented from seeing the worries of the world, the sick people, the old people, the dying, the people who were dead. From these things he was prevented, and this became an awakening for him. For the first time in life, he became aware of worries of life. And there is death. What will they do to him? He asked the charioteer. The charioteer said, "Sir, they will cremate him." What is cremation? They will burn him and throw the ashes into the Ganges. Ganga Nadi mein baha denge. Then in the last, at the end of the travel, of the journey, they were going to the youth festival. They came across a person who was very happy, and he was wearing ochre, girwa rang ke ochre clothes. So saffron color clothes. He was looking very happy. What is this? I have not seen such a man, because I have been among the beautiful people. But he is radiating. There is some radiation, there is some light on his face, which is not of this earth. What is this? Then he said, "Sir, he is a saint, he is an ascetic, he is a sage." वो एक साधु है, and he is meditating. He is meditating. That is why he is happy. So what is this? What is this meditating? "Sir, I don't know about meditation. I don't know how he became happy, but I simply know that he meditates. And that's why he has some guru. He has some teacher who has made him happy, who has made him peaceful. So Gautam Siddhartha, he got down the chariot and he said, I am not going to youth festival because I can become sick any day. I shall become old, I shall die. So I shall not go to youth festival. I shall follow the ascetic, the saint, the sage man. Sage means wise also. उस तो मैं गुरु को ढूंढने के लिए जाऊंगा. And I shall learn meditation. Then he went to several gurus. His mother and father, all relatives, they tried to prevent him. They tried to distract him from leaving family. He also had wife Yashodhara. He was almost about 25 years, and he had a son Rahul. So he was, in many ways, they wept before him, they threatened him. So many, they tried to invoke his greed, but he could not be ensnared. He could not be attracted toward the world again. He went to several gurus. They taught him what they knew, but he could not know. Then for many years, he tried to learn meditations. He did meditations. He sat in meditations, but he could not get that radiation which the saints have, the ascetics have on their beings, on their faces. Then what happened? One day he was going to bring water from the Niranjana river. He had taken the pot and he got down into the river, and he was so weak because he was meditating. He was doing all types of activities which are related to asceticism. Then he had become very thin, very weak, and he could not draw. He could not bring water from the Niranjana river. He became very sad. He thought, I am not able to come out of this small river, and I am dreaming of crossing the ocean of the world. How shall I? Then he somehow got out of the river and sat down under a tree, people tree. This is also nowadays called Bodhi tree. And he had left the world. Now he abandoned all the meditations, and he lay down peacefully under the tree. When he kept lying down under the tree for the whole night. Then in the morning, when the last star set, it means it became visible, and the sun was not shining still, because there is a gap between the night and day. So that is called Sandhya. So he sat peacefully under the tree. Then some girl came, and she thought that some god, with Devta, has appeared before her. She had prepared the kheer, हिंदी में जो चावलों से खीर बनाते हैं, चावल दूध से, that to the Gautam Siddhartha, to the Buddha, and he when the last star set, he became enlightened. वो समाधिस्थ हो गया. समाधिस्थ मतलब सारे समस्याओं का समाधान मिल गया उसको. And he came to know the truth of life, that death is permanent. Life comes and goes, but death is always. Like darkness is permanent. Light comes and goes, but the darkness is permanent. So when we go into the sky, into the cosmos, there is darkness all around. The scientists who have traveled in the orbit in the sky, who were moving to Mars or to the moon, they have told that there is darkness prevailing. Then how do they send these satellites, etc.? So this is because they make calculations, and because of those calculations they are able to send the satellites to the moon and to the Mars. Okay, so he became enlightened and बोध को प्राप्त हो गया, बोध आ गया उनको, ज्ञान प्राप्त हुआ. So this is why the tree also called from that day onwards the Bodhi tree. This also. And so this was the first part. This was the brief biography of Gautam Buddha. Then the second part. In the second part, there is some woman, Kisa Gautami. That woman, her only son has died and she is almost mad. She does not know what to do. She is running to various people. Please cure my son, cure my son. She did not understand that he cannot be cured, death cannot be cured. Then she took her son and went door to door asking for some medicine. Some physician, some doctor, he had pity on her. He asked her to go to the Shakyamuni. Shakyamuni means Siddharth, Gautam Siddharth. Go to him. He can awaken. He can make your son alive again. Then she was almost mad. Because she was totally immersed in grief, very gloomy, very sad. She was bewailing, weeping. So she could not use her senses. Because the man who is in trouble, we cannot expect her to use her senses, her brains. So she ran towards the Shakyamuni, Gautam the Buddha. She placed her son in his feet and down under his feet and asked him to make him alive. Gautam Buddha he had great pity on the woman. His thought, I don't know what he thought. He said, okay, I shall make him alive. You do a small thing. Go to any house, any family, and ask them for a handful of mustard. Sarson ke kuch dane le aao. Then she started running. She said, okay, sir. And just in a moment I shall come back. I shall return. Then he said, wait. The mustard seeds must be from the family in which no one has died. She did not understand the implications of it. She went door to door. People said, "We have the full go down. You can take it. Take the truckloads." People said, the whole city said, "Take the truckloads of the mustard seeds. We shall give. But don't ask us that nobody has died in our family." No, many people have died in our family. And people, whomever she asked, "Has someone died in your house, in your family?" People, women, men, they started weeping. Don't remind us our woes, our worries, our sadness, our griefs. Don't remind us. Then she came to know that in every house, someone or the other, in every family, has died. And not only one. People in rows, they have died. So, by and by, she came to her senses. Her eyes became clear. The tears dried out. And she came to understand that she was not the only one who was grieved. She was not the only one who had lost her son. Many mothers are there. Many sisters are there who lost their brothers. Many fathers lost their sons. Many sons lost their fathers. Many wives lost their husbands. So, and then their mothers, grandmothers, and so many relatives. Then she came to know that I am not separate. I was being selfish. I thought that my grief can be removed by the Buddha. But जैसे बूढ़ा आदमी बोलते हैं ना, बूढ़ा आदमी क्यों बोलते हैं? बुढ़ा से बुद्धा, क्योंकि वो जो है ना, वो बुद्धिमान थे. He was the wise person. देखो, he did not do to her anything to her. He did not make her frustrate. He did not frustrate her. उन्होंने उसको लौटाया भी नहीं. He did not make him return. And he did not depress her, saying, "Oh, who can treat a dead one?" He did not say this. He made her aware. He awakened her to the sorrow, that everyone is sorrowful. The world is full of sorrows. So you are not the only one. So then she sat down by the road, and it was in the evening time. Lights were getting extinguished. They were putting the lights off. उस जमाने में दीपक जलाते थे. तो one by one, the whole city, she was sitting on the bank of the river Ganges. जो बनारस है वो गंगा नदी के किनारे. And she understood that darkness is permanent. Lights come and go. They flicker and they are not permanent. So she came to know that this is the world. We come here and we go. We again come here. Lights come and go. Then we again come. We become old. We die, and then again we are born to some other mother. So this is how. Then she came back and sat at the feet of the Buddha. So he gave the first sermon. पहला उपदेश दिया उसको और कीसा बोध में. Then she gave this first sermon. He gave many examples. Like he said, we all are like bullocks, and we are going to be taken to the butchers. एक दिन कसाई के यहाँ अपने को ले जाए, है ना, बैल को बेच देते हैं, है ना. तो someday or the other. So do not wait for that time. We shall have to die. Then he also gives the example of the earthen pots. मिट्टी के जो बर्तन होते हैं, they are going to break. Someday or the other, they will break. This is their fate. This is the effect. They have to die. They have to break. In the same way, our bodies will die. But we are not the bodies. We are separate. And since we are not the bodies, the worries, the troubles, the glooms, the sadness, that also belongs to body. So those hunger, thirst, sukha, dukha, what do we say? So miseries and happiness, bliss, all these things, they belong to the body and the mind. And we are separate from these things. So he gave many examples. Then he also gave the example of light, that light is temporary and darkness is permanent. And in the end he advised her. She was very grieved. Now she can listen to him. When she had come, she would not have listened to him. He would have wept and said, "Make my son alive." That's all. She was totally concentrated. Now she can listen. That death is permanent. I shall also die. So we have to accept this fact. She has accepted it. Then the Buddha says to her, "Beta, take out the arrow of grief from your heart, and you will become peaceful. You will become blissful. You will not have the worries of the world." So this was the full lesson, the 9th lesson, the sermon at Banaras. Then what would have happened to the woman? She became an ascetic. She became the disciple of the Buddha, and she also would have become enlightened. Enlightened means no worries of the world can touch the ascetic, because he comes to know her being, his being. Okay, beta. So this was the first lesson. And read it, and I shall give you the homework. Write the summary in your own words and 5 or 6 questions. Okay, beta. Then